Hello, how is everyone doing? Dominic Vane, you there? I see you typing random stuff. Can anyone hear Dominic Vane? Yep, Dominic Vane is muted for some reason. Oh man, how was everyone? Time off? Let me know in the comments. Did you guys manage to get some rest? Man, my time off was so freaking awesome. I literally just slept, played video games, and read. I read 6 books. Super happy. Too much family time? Family time is always good. I see Dominic's going green, but let me see if I can. Oh, my camera is working. You guys are asking for my books. I read the Dungeon Crawler Call saga. I'll put it on the chat. It's a great book. No rest from Cracker? Come on, man. We deserved it. I still can't hear you. Dominic Vang. Your screen is also not showing your beautiful picture or face. I know you have been cooking, Funcracker. I'm waiting. One sad thing that happened to me during the break period was that my motherboard on my PC died. And it was so expensive, holy moly. I'm not sure how this happened, because it was the only thing that got fried, but well, it is what it is. Dominic, maybe you wanna try your cell phone? Maybe it's your PC Discord bugging? No, we can't hear you. Oh man. But yeah, guys, we also won't have Santi with us today, but he'll be here back next week. Put in a ticket. Oh man. Yeah, Solana has been acting crazy today, right? Oh my god. My poor fleets. I think it's the liquidation. It's the sorrow and the screams of people getting liquidated. Their angry spirits are slowing down Solana. This is payback, Dominic Vane. This is your karma. Yes. Let me see if I leave come back. I'll slow down. Dom? You guys can still hear me, right? Okay. Yeah, Dom, I'm not sure what's going on with you. You can hear Dominic, Bodhi? What the hell? So Discord has us in split factions, the ones that can hear me and the ones that can hear Dominic Vang. Is that it? Don, can you say something? Let's see if the guys can hear you. No way you guys are hearing that. This is so weird. So Dominic Vang, half of the crowd can hear you and half of the crowd can't hear me. I'll try to join with my cell phone. Let's see if this helps anyway. Can you guys hear me? Man, this is so weird. I think the people saying that they can't hear Dominic Vang are trolling. There's no way. Are you trolling us, Francesca and Bodhi? Yeah, let's go to the Atlas Brew launch. Let's see if this fixes this, guys.
The Atlas Amphitheater. Do you see that?
Man, Discord is broken.
That's super weird. All right. What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the 9 minutes of technical delay here. And you're missing out on our beautiful faces. Jose, welcome. Also, guys, I know I already saw a couple comments, but Santi is not here today. He will be here next time. He's going to be missing this one. So you have Jose and I. But Jose, how was your vacation, man? How was your vacation? Welcome to episode number 140, brother.
Man, 140, holy shit. This is crazy. Yeah, my vacations were awesome. I was just telling the guys that I was like, managed to sleep a lot, eat a lot, drink a lot, and I read lots of books from the Dungeon Crawler Call saga. Really good book saga. If you are into literature, RPGs, I highly recommend this one. You guys will have a blast. But yeah, man, it was super important. Good to have break once in a while. But yeah, how about you, brother? How was your down period?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I saw my family. I went to had a little road trip to Washington, and I saw my family. It was great. And then I came back. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I played a lot of Marvel Rivals over my break. I don't know if anyone's playing that, but I'm really having a lot of fun with that. It's a blast. And then now we're back. I was just kind of Yeah, I'm just ready. 2025 is going to be a really good year, so I'm just ready to get this kick started. What about you guys? Everyone in the chat. What'd you guys do? What's something you guys did?
Yeah, tell us. We missed you guys,
Get a
so we need
hotel
to
drink.
catch up.
Got drunk.
Yeah,
Sage. Spent
that's
time with
good.
family. Sage.
The guys were focused at Dominic thing.
They were focused. Party with friends. Tried to send Surge transaction. Surge. Beach trip. That's cool. UE5. Hell yeah, Falcor. Hell yeah, brother. Can I get someone to restream my stream? Just one person. I think we're only gonna need one. But if someone could restream my stream, it'd be great.
I also like to ask you guys who have been playing Sage how you guys are feeling about local markets. Personally, I have been using it a lot. I have got deals, people are buying my resources that I'm mining. I'm really liking this update. Would love to hear you guys' feedback on this as well. Thank you, Brujo, for sharing. Ah, yes, the fees.
Okay, guys. So today we're going to be going over the UE5 update. We're going to go through everything. We're going to show off kind of everything that was part of this update, and then we're also going to give some insight into the update as well. Thank you guys so much for joining, by the way. If you guys haven't had a chance to play this update, you guys can just go to the key game access key channel. It'll give you a little Epic Game Store key, and then you can plug that key into Epic Game Store, and then it'll give you the game. One thing I want to say is while if you actually have played it and we're going through this update, yeah, send your feedback over. We're going to be writing down any feedback you've had for any of the game modes or just bugs or anything like that. So we're writing all this down. We'll be giving this to the team. So this is a conversation about the update. So not only are we showing this off to maybe some new people who are here, but also for the people who have already played it. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you guys have any feedback, and we'll be sure to write it down. Okay. All right, guys. So we're kind of here at the main menu. Let me just actually make sure. Is everyone able to look at a stream? Is everyone good? This is one of the main reasons I don't like voice channels, because there's a limit. But as long as everyone's able to see a stream right now, then we're good. Stream okay?
Very good.
Okay. Perfect, everybody. So we're gonna start here on the main menu. So we have a little bit of a main menu layout changed. If you remember, it did not look like this before. So we've kind of modernized the main menu here, and now you can change your modes. Play now. You can play Fleet Command. Fleet Command is its kind of own little tab. Rewards and then inventory. But we're gonna focus in this first part on the inventory part. So you're now able to see crew in UE5. There is a kind of a way we're doing this here for phase 1. Obviously, you're not having like exactly how your crew card looks on your card is exactly what it looks like in UE5. So there are some species who are still in their clay model. So if you do have a species that's in their clay model, you'll see the rarity material. You'll see a material with the color of the rarity of that crew. And then as an example, so here's a purple one for epic, a blue one for rare, and these are just character models that are still in their mesh phase. Rugged. and so what we're doing right now is going off of a loner model. So we're trying our best to make a model for you on your crew card based off of the closest thing we can get to that crew card. And this will update over time. So your crew will continuously look more and more like your crew card over time as we complete the in-game assets that are on your actual card. I hope that makes sense. And so right now, if you look at your crew cards, they will look a little different.
Yeah, this is like the first version, right, guys? This is us starting to introduce crew mechanics to Unreal Engine 5. And to be honest, I really like those models. Like, you already can see like how cool things are going to look like. Yeah, the Ulster Clay model looks really, really cool, especially the big Ulster one. I really loved it. But yeah, little by little, we are building those crew mechanics, crew infrastructure. And one day you'll be running around with your crew member, pull custom skins, sets, items. Oh, this looks really good, man. This looks really good. So yeah, those things are coming. We are working on them. Soon enough, everyone will be able to play with their crew, customize them, make your party, play with your friends, show off your rarity, your
Big one.
legendary crew members. Oh yeah, that the big Ooster, bro.
Look at that, bro.
Hey,
Jose, bro.
bro. No cap, I wanted to look like that. Imagine how many kilos that guy can deadlift.
Bro, look at his
Oh,
bro. Look at his back.
look at that, bro. Like the guy's strong, man.
Dude, this guy is strong as
And he has the fitness. He has the fitness aptitude, Dominic Wayne. He's
Oh my
ready.
God. Yeah, dude. I'm not trying to get into a lifting match with this guy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Melt him down
Yeah.
and use him in the mud flea? Oh, hell no.
No way.
That
That's a good one, Joe
That
Ahota.
is a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, guys,
Keep
this
going,
is
Jose.
it. No, just saying that we are doing this, and hopefully you guys will also have the lore of each character to explore. Yeah, we are cooking. We are cooking. As you guys saw, we have been cooking in silence now. And we are creating stuff, and then we are releasing stuff, and then everyone's getting happy. So this is the new meta. You guys can expect lots of cool new features for 2025. And yeah, that's it from my side, Dominic Fang.
I mean, you touched on something, but yeah, we kind of changed our philosophy a slight bit where we were, before where we were literally as we had something, we're showing it to you guys. We've kind of changed that a little bit into now we're kind of cooking things behind the scenes and kind of surprising you guys with what we're doing. So it is a little bit of a change, but I think it's going pretty well, in my personal opinion. If you guys think differently, feel free. Also, another thing I want to say is the team is actually working on polishing this update right now. So we did get a few pings on some bugs that are happening. Number one being the wallet bug, where it doesn't register your wallet and your password, so you have to re-put in your stuff. I think I saw the person who actually I saw talk about that in general chat. I think it was the ice bird. A frozen bird. There you go. I see you now. Okay, a frozen bird. Welcome, by the way. But yeah, no, I saw. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of you guys talk about that. So that is something that the team is aware of, and they're going to fix. And there's also going to be some other polishing as well. I think another thing they're doing, could be wrong here, but I think I'm right, is private lobbies. So right now, all you can do is a public lobby. So there will be the ability to do a private lobby. And once there's a private lobby, just kind of a side note, I want to throw a tournament. And I want to throw a tournament with guilds and stuff like that. It'll be it'll definitely be a little difficult given everyone's around the world. So there will need to be kind of central hosting as much as we can. But yeah, look out for something along those lines. Definitely want to throw a tournament. If you're part of a guild and you're interested in that, please reach out. I would love to gather interest or just see if there's any interest for something like that.
Okay. Man, that would be super awesome.
I said a lot there, Jose.
Yeah, no worries. No worries, bro. Yeah, with that, I think we can move to the next step.
Cool.
Another huge milestone of this last release was Project Galia, right? It's our single-player world instance. It's the dream, the manifestation of the Atlas dream, where all of us will be living together in this epic, unique world. We can see this. But before going there, Dominic Vane, I feel like we should show them a little bit of our fleet command as well, right?
Absolutely. I think last time I tried doing this, I got a bug that kicked me out, but we'll see. Okay, I think we're good. We're live. Yeah, no problem, Frozen Bird. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
This is loading up. Let's let it load a little bit. Okay, Jose, talk to me. what's in this. This is the first time we've had Fleet Command in the game. So talk to me and tell me kind of what's here. What are we looking at?
Yeah, man, this is actually for me. This is super cool because this is the. It's like the games coming together, right? We have the Sage players. I know we have a bunch of them in the audience. The spreadsheet warriors, the believers, the dreamers, and we have the guys who want to play the Unreal Engine 5 game. And Fleet Command is the thing that moving those two worlds together. And right now, we see the first step of this huge project, which is the vision of Sage through the Unreal Engine 5 world. Like, what we see right now is the huge concentration of players farming SDUs in the center of the map. And this is super fun because, as you guys know, every single one of those is a player, as dudes saying lots of ants on the map. So those are fleets. They are searching for SDUs in the Cataclysm zone. One day, this map will become much bigger than it is now. The Cataclysm zone is enormous territory on itself. It will not be easy to be there, as easy as it is today. And we see lots of mining operations going around. Unfortunately, right now we are restrained to seeing how things are playing out on Sage. But as Bohemian is pointing out, the map's starting to look a lot better. The display is starting to look a lot better. And one of our goals is to have these as a gameplay option for Sage and Unreal Engine 5 players. So the future of this is you are playing in Unreal and you can simply zoom out, you go to Fleet Command, or you can zoom all the way in and you go to your character. So yeah, guys, this is a glimpse.
That's pretty crazy. Genuinely, like as a gamer, I've been playing games my entire life, and when I think of the ability to like you're walking around, you're in a spaceship, you're traveling through Gallia in the third person game mode, or there's third person view, and you press like let's just use M. Let's just use M as an example. We press M, and then we're in this strategic kind of viewpoint. Now we're in Fleet Command. And this is the same universe. It's just a different way of playing the same universe. It's blows like genuinely blows my mind. Like that is some crazy shit.
Yeah, imagine like you have your special ops crew members in a given planet.
Yeah.
And then you have your fleet on that same planet, like fighting against the planet defenses, and you are moving between screens super fast, making sure that everything is going alright in both battlegrounds, on the floor and in the atmosphere of the planet. This is going to be so crazy. I'm really looking forward to this day.
Mm-hmm. So right now, Fleet Command is taking the data from Sage Labs, right, Jose? It's taking like a snapshot when you log on to. So this isn't going to update in real time. Everyone, just letting you guys know. I think some, or if not most of you already know this, but this will take a snapshot when you log into the game, and it'll take a snapshot of where everyone is in Sage Labs, where all the fleets are. And if you want to see where like an updated view, then you'd have to reload Fleet Command. But one thing that we can also do here, Jose, is we can approach.
Yeah.
The fleets.
Man, look at that.
So who's at MRZ2? Who sees their fleet right now, bro?
Man, anyone in the chat?
I see Katir right here, bro.
Katir, let's go. We found Katir operations, and Katir has two fleets over there.
Doxed, bro.
This is super cool. So yeah, we have Katir fleets.
We have 03 Katir and 07 Katir right now.
Oh, this is awesome.
The goat fleet.
Man, lots of people in MRZ2. Andromeda, I see Andromeda over there. Nice.
You can zoom in pretty far.
Yeah, this is crazy. And the fact that we have the models to represent the fleets is also super cool. Like, we see the Mamba X, we see the Pierce X4, we see C11s. This is so cool.
I don't want to speak too much on the differences between what we were doing before, because we were going to do that in browser 3D environment as well. But this makes it a lot easier to use the models from UE5 because in Fleet Command as well, because you can reuse them, which is pretty cool. If you give
Yeah,
us a
crazy.
possibility to map the keyboard or control, oh yeah, that is definitely coming. I don't think you can have a game where you can't map your controller or keyboard. That would
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
that would definitely
Man,
be
this is
sick.
so cool. But yeah, we can see people are working, doing God's work over there, mining their resources, trying to get every opportunity to move forward before we start things like council ranks and things like that. I think it's important to say, actually, you guys who are playing Sage now, you guys are starting way ahead of everyone else that's going to join the game later. Like, you guys are accruing XP, council ranks level. This is super cool.
Most earnings, like 100%. You're
Exactly.
100% right. I think Michael has said a lot that this is the most you'll be earning for sure.
Yeah,
Well, unless you
absolutely.
like the cool thing about Star Atlas is if you specialize in something, then you can earn, but it'll depend on what you specialize in and kind of what you do. It'll be up to you to make the moment.
Exactly. And I feel like local markets are one of the huge things that drive specialization forward. Like, I have seen people starting to get on deals with other players, like you mine, I will fight, other guy will craft. And yeah, this is starting to move forward. This is starting to take shape. And yeah, this is really cool to see how things are moving.
Jose, is there any lore behind these two black and white floating planets? I saw a question there.
There is, there is. One of them is a representation of Iris, and another is a very special planet in the lore, which was not presented yet. It also lives in the zone of the Cataclysm, but I don't think we are allowed to talk about it for now. But it will be very important in the future. It's tied with endgame resources and other stuff that you do very, very, very late in the game.
Fair, completely fair. Okay, think we're good on Fleet Command. We actually spend more time than I thought we would spend here.
Yeah. And now we go to the manifestation of the Unreal Engine 5 world of Fleet Command. Like, one thing that
This is the dream.
Yeah, this is the dream. And this, where Dominic is playing, is actually a place inside the world of Star Atlas that exists in Sage, exists in Fleet Command, and will exist in the Unreal Engine 5 world. So yeah, let's take them on a tour so they can see the station.
The outside of the station, Jose, or the inside?
Yeah, I feel like the outside part looks super cool. This is an example, guys, of an Armstrong starbase. I'm not sure the tier of this station, but it is it's a representation of one of our star bases.
And guys, the PSF4 actually just reached visual completion in this update. So if you have a PSF4, definitely check it out. I'll show you guys real quick while we're here. But the PSF4 is looking mean.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful ship.
Interact with this. We're going to see the interior here.
Yes, Katir. We have huge plans for star bases, especially on the C4 update that will come later this year. Star bases are going to be populated with lots of things and services and other things. I can't talk too much about it, but yeah, they are going to play a huge role in the galaxy.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, Ray. Man, seeing the ship like that, it gives you a perspective on the size of the starbase, right?
Bro, look at this thing. Look at this thing, dude. It's actually crazy. I remember the first time I saw this, it blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, and those places they are going to be the where you get your resources, you trade them with other players, you get service, you buy goods, trade, etc., etc. Those will be harbors on Galia expense. Yes, from correct. As I was saying, I was thinking that this might be. Yeah, I don't know the tier. I don't know. I'll ask Danny later. This is a good question.
You're Rome.
What's up, Ray?
Yo, what up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Yo.
It would be cool if we could use our ships without taking them. Of course, man. Yeah, that'll definitely happen. I know you can't do that right now, but it'll definitely happen. I promise. You can't really have the game without having
Absolutely.
that.
So,
Okay.
Dom, I think it's time we do a little exploration. Where you wanna go?
Let's go to Prasau here, brother. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. There you go.
3, 2.
And so you can subwarp now. By pressing and holding B, you can subwarp to planets now. And right now, we are going to Prasau. Talk to me about this planet, Jose.
Yeah. One thing of note. Every star system, they have, of course, their planets, and they have different locations throughout the sector, right? And Prasau is in the very edge of the mud homeworld sector. Exodus. It's an ice planet, and it has a really weird ecosystem overall. Like Prasau is basically divided in 3 levels. The first level, the let's say the normal level of the planet is a sea of ice. Like it's basically made of ice and rocks. And we'll get to that in a little bit. It has some peculiarities that the mud civilization is exploring right now. You'll see lots of canyons like those that Dominic's flying over right now. And the second level of the planet is mountains. Like they have those huge mountains. Those things are still being created and polished. But those areas are basically the livable areas of those planets. Like it's where you can actually try to make a living in Persal. It's where most of the population of the planet will be. It's where players will get quests in the future when they start exploring the planet. Each one of those planets, as you guys are seeing, they have lore, they will have quests, they will have specific missions, they will have their own ecosystem, they will have their local markets overall. And finally, there is the subfloor of Persal. What's under the frozen ocean of the planet. There will be some cool stuff to get there. If players manage to find ways of exploring and searching for those stuff, I'm sure it will be dangerous, but might make it worthwhile. So yeah, we are developing those planets. This is one of the planets in the mud ecosystem. It was one of the first that we created, right? Brad is here. He can share some of the the process. He and I started working on this last year, and the next step is to start populating those planets with things to do, like gathering resources, trading for missions in markets, and things like that. This year will be huge on the development of lore. No, it's Brad, not Brett.
Brad, talk to us, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but you guys saw. Yeah, Brett, I see you unmuted. How you doing, friend? If you want to share some thoughts here.
I'm doing good, yeah. We're super pumped with the way planets are coming along, and I've talked about Colin before. He's our wunderkind who he just started like freshman year at college, and he's working for us part time, and he still gets a ton done. So he's making a lot of fast progress, and we're super stoked with like the new tools he's given us for foliage and stuff. It's It's a blast.
Yeah, man, like look at the light of the planet, like the atmosphere, the canyons. Yeah, it's starting to come together. And when we add this level design layer to the lore layer and gameplay mechanics, I feel like we are going to have some cool stuff going around and some entertaining gameplay loops for our players and player base.
I mean, just
100%.
imagine when there are enemies and creatures and culture and buildings and missions and narrative and a story and all these different things on this planet. Right now, it's just the first building block where you can come and see the planet and see the planet tech working with no loading screens. But I mean,
Yeah,
when this starts getting culture and all that kind of stuff, things to do,
yeah,
that's when shit starts to get crazy.
yeah. And as Yawn is saying, the end game vision of this is to have players colonizations, star bases. Like the claim stake concept overall is a concept of you having a space in a planet, right? So yeah, this will be super cool. This is the future that we are seeing the first steps of this vision. But yeah, it gets me super hyped to just think about this. So you wanna go somewhere else? Oh man, this looks so cool. Seeing the like look at this. Like this is a custom planet built by the Star Atlas team. It's of course still needs lots of work, but yeah, man, this is the manifestation of the lore that we were writing together with game design, together with level design. It's so oh Jesus, this looks so good. But
And
yeah,
we should point out that the environment team has not touched this planet at all. This is just like Colin and me messing around. So the artists haven't even begun on this yet.
yeah, man. I keep telling Brad that he'd do so many cool stuff that he'll basically get the rest of the team fired because he can do so much. Like this guy created all of this.
I know.
He created all of this. Uh, and yeah, we are super hyped. We are moving now to Urbis. Urbis in the lore of Star Atlas is the one of the biggest mud settlements in the galaxy. You can see it's an Earth-like planet. So this is where you see the most of the mud civilization in Star Atlas in the future, right? Of course, we have the seats of powers. One of the biggest seats of powers of the mud civilization is the mothership Serene, which is the heart of the mud empire. But Urbis is the place where, or Urbis is the place where the normal citizens is the biggest metropolis of the mud civilization. I feel like we'll have lots of the initial quests being there, especially because it's on the heart of the mud sector power. It's on Exodus, the first sector of the mud empire. This is where you come to get acquainted with the overall mud culture, different factions, civilizations, species, and etc. Yeah, you see that it's quite the travel. It's on the same star system. Dominic is sub-warping, but still it's quite the distance.
I'm hauling ass too. I'm
Yeah.
going fast.
Yeah.
And you can
But-
kind of see what it's going to look like when there's other landmarks on the planet here as well.
Yeah,
Just
exactly. Just a cool facts here. You see the Sea of Leaves. You see Manacor Bazaar. Those are different planets. Those are in the Miris Neono sector. I'm not sure if we have time to go to all of them, but those are some special places in the Oni sector. Maybe we can visit those later. I can give you guys some insights about the lore of those planets as well. So the cool thing about Urbis is that, as I said, it's a place where you see most of the mud civilization. You see the daily life of the muds working out. And Urbis has a moon called Lamentis, which is where the really rich and powerful mud lives outside of Mothership Serene. Like, if we say that the most high level bureaucrats, the ones working on the high tier uh, government of the Mud civilization lives in Mothership Serene, the rich industrial people of the Mud civilization lives on the moon, lives on Lamentis. And the working force, the remaining of the guys, you see them here in Urbis, where Dominic Vane is exploring right now. Urbis is a Earth-like planet, so you see lots of different environments here. One thing that I always discuss with other team members, and I think I mentioned this before, is that I don't like to have all planets with just a single environment. Like, we have an ice planet and it's only ice. We have a lava planet, it's only lava. We of course have some of those, as in real life those exist. They are part of the galaxy, but I also like the idea of having different environments and different points of interest in the planets that are tied with its ecosystem, with the environment. Orbis, for example, it has a huge ocean that covers a huge portion of the world. So, yeah, we'll see lots of those stuff. We are still in early steps here in Orbis, but yeah, we plan on developing those places. In the future, we'll be able to mine, to find resources there. There will be missions associated with those planets. And overall, I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, Dominic is in a dry area, barren land over there. But Urbis will have many different ecosystems.
I called this barren until I saw the planet right next to me, and then I don't call this barren anymore. That other one is barren.
Yeah. We have Legar as well in this sector, if memory don't fail me, and Kangaso.
3, 2,
I think I'm just gonna.
engage.
We only have 15 minutes here, so.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Garbunda's there too, the gas giant.
Oh yes, we have the gas giant as well, Gabunda. Yes. Man, I'm really looking forward to Dominic, the people want to see the pirate base. I'm not sure.
The infinite space is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this though. Oh shit.
Gotta throttle your.
Yeah. Look at the speed, it's crazy. But yeah, guys, as you can see, we are already planning on the lore of the planets. I feel like 2025 will be a year where the lore will be more encrusted on gameplay mechanics and other products that come out. I feel we are finally reaching the point where we can start adding more to the lore layer of Star Atlas. This is something that I personally look forward a lot. But yeah, it's Funcracker is asking when crew, backstories, it's on the works. Don't worry, we have not forgot about that. But yeah, some of those are really interesting, and we'll see many different things coming together this year, 2024.
I think Funcracker actually had a question. When will you revisit the roadmap and go over everything with Chip, Danny, and the others? I have a meeting with them every month, at the start of every month, where we go over all the roadmap changes that might need to happen or don't need to happen, all that jazz.
Yeah, Doc is asking about the names. Some of those names seems to be taken from Portuguese language. What I do, Doc, is that most of the names on the mud, they are taken from different existing languages and extrapolated from them. You recognize the Portuguese names because you come from Portugal, but other players from other environments and other places will find their own languages in the mud sectors, mud stuff spread throughout. Dutch, yeah, I have things on pretty much all languages. If you see, for example, one of the colonies in the mud civilization comes from Chinese, and you guys will see it's started to unfold. But not necessarily all those names are final. We are still working on some of them, so don't worry too much. This is an evolving thing, so yeah. Sorry, Dom, you can go on.
No, totally okay, man. So another thing you can finally do is you can host your own session in different game modes. And so you can host your sessions in gunplay game modes like Surge, Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch. You can host a session for a race on the showroom race, the track A race, the track B race, and then you can also explore. You can explore the showroom, which you guys I'm sure are very aware of. You guys have definitely seen that before. And then you could also explore the Oni CSS. There's been a lot of development on the Oni CSS, specifically the Sogmian district, which is pretty cool. I can show you guys Gateway. I think during the town hall they showed Paizo's Arena because it's new. But if you haven't seen Gateway, I could show you guys Gateway really quick. And so Gateway is above the planet of Aoki, right, Jose?
Exactly. Gateway is part of the defensive belt that protects Aoki. You can think of it as a chain of fortress that envelops Aoki, and this fortress here is a training ground and one of those fortresses that protects Aoki from invasions from other species. This place is really important for us. It will trying to not give too much spoilers here, but this is something that was mentioned before. This is tied to the Tufa lore and the whole Aoki narrative that you guys will see in Season 0 and moving forward. So yeah, this is super cool. You can see ships coming all around. This is a very important outpost for the Usur civilization. Man, look at that, bro. Holy shit.
Look at that, bro. Look at that, bro.
The first one of 2025. But yeah, it looks really cool. It's a very different concept from Paizo Arena. More open areas, somewhat harder to play. This map actually, people in Singapore, they were playing this map during the tournament. We had lots of fun seeing people playing this. James won that tournament. It was super cool.
And these arena maps, so these are arena maps, and they're a work in progress, by the way, everybody. Still work in progress. This one is a little bit more complete than Paizo's Arena. And by a little bit, I mean a lot more complete than Paizo's Arena. But they're still work in progress. And you can host Surge gunplay game modes on these right now. These were specifically made for arena game modes by our level designers. And something cool about it that I like to say all the time is they were saying that these maps are heavily inspired by Halo, which is really cool. That's my childhood game, so.
Yeah. I see people asking about us having provisions for integrating play-to-earn modes into Surge, Deathmatch, and Race. And we are surely looking to that. Of course, we are not the most knowledgeable team members to speak about this, but yes, in the future we are thinking about integrations where players from the Unreal Engine 5 gameplay modes can interact with the economy alongside with the Sage players, and yes, we are really looking forward to ways of making this entertaining and interesting to players in the future, for sure.
When I enter a session which is hosted by someone far away from my location, I face incredibly bad ping issues. Yeah, we're aware of that. We're working on that. There will also be dedicated servers in the future, but we do need to work on that. I do agree that is one of the bugs here. I've played the same thing. I think I played on Santi's host. Oh my god, it was crazy. He actually seemed good. which should not be the case.
Poor Saint's not even here to defend himself.
Shit.
But yeah, you guys can see the light reflection. You can see how good this looks. The ships flying all around. Yeah, guys, those are the building blocks for our full Unreal Engine 5 game, and they are coming together super nicely. Maybe we should go to the CSS now, though. I'm not sure.
Absolutely. You got it, NDR. Shooting training lessons soon? Are you gonna train me? All right, so now we're on the Oni CSS. A lot of the work that's been done is on the housing and the Sogmian district. Starting to look, dude. This level is actually crazy. This level is insane. When you see this fully complete, I mean, just like this blows my mind. This level actually blows my mind. And then you realize you're just on a spaceship. You're on a massive spaceship.
Yeah, like it's insane. It's insane. It's not even done, and it already feels massive. You can only imagine how this is going to look like when
Sorry,
we
Jose,
have.
one sec. If you hear an echo, that's probably because you're watching a restream from Brujo, and you'll need to mute the stream.
Awesome. Yeah.
Or sorry.
You guys can imagine when we have NPCs and players running around, trading, living, just having fun, playing mini games, working around on different activities, providing service to other players. Yeah, this will be. I think this station will still grow a lot in size because they are still creating everything and etc. But for me, it's already
It's crazy, dude.
It's already crazy. Like you see this tier 5 hab over here. Like, bro, literally Dominic just took fall damage from going from a flight of stairs to the other. It's crazy. It's crazy. You guys saw that the Silvereye card, this ties on the Sogmian lore. The Silvereye is the leader of all Sogmians, and this part of the Oni CSS is named after them. So you guys will start also to see new lore tidbits as the world is developed. More and more immersion, more integration, more features over there.
And so that's Piles' Arena actually right there. That
Yeah.
is Piles' Arena. That is an arena map right there.
It's
Sorry,
super cool. No, it's super cool to see this. And yeah, guys, like this is taking shape. This is forming up. And 2025 we'll see this develops into something that's even beyond our wildest dreams. That's how I feel about it.
And you can see other districts too, Jose. I mean, they're not as complete as the Sogmian district, but you can see other ones like this one as well, right, Jose?
Exactly. You can see the other species districts. The Oni consortium is somewhat a unique case on the Star Atlas lore, and the CSS reflects the multiple species that makes part of the consortium. So every district in the Oni CSS is very unique. Like it reflects the personality, the culture, habits of each one of the different species. Right there in the median, Dominic Vane, that's the main hub of the commercial district. It's still, of course, being developed, but this is going to be a huge trading area where players can hire services, bounty hunters, mercenaries, etc. All different economic activities that we are developing for Star Atlas. It's going to be a very interesting and important area in the CSS.
Why do Sogmians really like themselves, Jose? I see statues of them everywhere.
Yeah, the Sogmians, they are very, let's say, hedonistic culture in the sense that they don't believe in the afterlife, so they make the most of their citizens, of their overall culture around their glory, their images, their myths, their not their myths, but their legacies and things like that. So whenever you see Sogmians, you see statues, you see symbols, you see rituals that shows how much they value their traditions, their culture, and things like that. That's entirely. This is very Sogmian, and whenever you see a settlement of Sogmians, whenever you see the presence of Sogmians, you see those kind of traits. It's part of their people.
And
Man,
how
those
many
hats.
districts? How many districts are there, Jose?
Yeah, we have the Punab district, we have the Fotoli, we have the Miris, and we have the Sogmians.
Dude, the Patoli district's gonna be crazy.
Another very interesting thing about and the Central District, as Brad is pointing out where the trading would take place. Another very interesting thing about the Oni CSS is that there is an upper ring over there that belongs to the leaderships of the Oni faction and high-profile individuals of the Oni consortium. So only the most rich merchant princes, the royal family of Punabs and things like that will live there. And the player who managed to get one of the faction leaders in the future. Those are actually tier 1 Katir. Those are the tier 1 apps, the smallest ones, of course. The tier 0 will live on the. There is a. Like an arrow going down from the CSS in the very center of the CSS. That's where. That's where you find the tier 0 apps. Those are tier 1. So you
They
can,
look like T0. They do look like tier 0.
yeah, I think those are tier 1. I can be mistaken, but I feel like they are tier 1. And I'm not sure if they are done, so yeah.
I think
Yeah, you got,
what's crazy about the. I just don't feel like we talk about this enough, but I feel like the design language, the IP that we have, everything that's gone into it, like I can immediately recognize that. I'm pretty sure that's Fatoli over there with the
yeah.
kind of upside down pyramids. Then I can immediately kind of understand that that looks like Ogrica stuff. That looks like
Yeah,
Punab
that's
stuff.
Punab stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you are correctly identifying the species by their architecture, even though it's still on very early stages. And yeah, we are very focused on building unique art and logics for each one of the species, unique cultures, and this needs to translate into everything, so the world makes sense, right? And people can be immersed on their species, their culture. They can role play while they play the game. This for me, this is a huge part. Like in the future, when we have VR and things like that, you can be a citizen in Gaia Expanse. Like this is the ultimate goal, and this must feel like a different world for you. This is how we are approaching this. This is how I feel about the integration between the lore and gameplay mechanics. But yeah, it's looking really good, and this will only grow this year. Like I feel this will be one of our huge focus this year to see this more developed, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing other players sharing the same instance and running around in the CSS, having fun, playing games, and taking their pets for a walk.
It's gonna be so crazy. It's gonna be so crazy when you're on the Oni space station. Maybe you you start a story mission, you get a quest from someone, and then you have to go to another planet. You do something, you have to do things, and you're seeing other players doing things. And then there's different risk zones, of course, so different levels of risk. And man, when you start thinking about all this stuff, we've come a long way, but there's still a long way to go, and I just can't wait until we get there. It's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's like the mission will never be over, right? There will be always things to add to the game. But as you were saying, Dominic, you are completely right. Like right now, I feel most of us are thinking about the economics of the game, the fighting part of the game. But I am sure that there will be people who will come to Galley Expanse just to chill and live in another world, you know, like they'll have their home, they'll decorate their hubs, they'll perhaps do some crafting, play mini games with their friends in the CSS, you know? It's going to be an universe. It must feel like an universe. This, for me, is as important as building the economy, building the combat, making Star Atlas a game for everyone, a place where everyone can come and have fun, you know? I feel like this is one of the most important things that we should always pay attention to when developing our project.
Absolutely, man. Cool. I think we've gone over everything on our list.
Yeah, I think so. And it's actually worked out really well.
Will there be a map or location? Yeah, so you're gonna. Well, how it's gonna work is if you have land, you'll be able to pick there'll be an auction system for the place that you can get land, and then if you get that spot, then you'll be able to see it on the Oni Central Space Station. So you'll be able to see it.
Yeah,
You'll know where it
imagine
is
you
because you picked it.
imagine you get your hub just next door to Dominic Vane. Imagine that.
Immediately down in value, bro.
You'll be throwing lots of parties, right? It's going to be very loud.
See you, Ronald. When Mud
See you,
CSS,
Ronald.
it's on the roadmap. You can see when we have everything on our roadmap.
Yeah. I think Mud CSS is the next one, if I'm not mistaken, after the Oni CSS.
Okay, I think we're good to end it here. I just want to thank everyone for coming to the first Atlas Brew of 2025. Really appreciate you guys. We're in for a great year. I'm super excited. Jose, before we close, anything final you want to say?
Yeah, just want to thank you guys for being with us for another year. We hope you make you guys proud this year. I hope you guys had a good year last year, if you guys were happy with how things are moving. As we always say, we are learning as we go. Hopefully you guys feel that we are improving and our pace is getting momentum. This is how I feel, at least. I feel like things are starting to pick up. We are improving, we are building, we are shipping stuff, and I'm really, really looking forward to all the cool stuff that we have planned for 2025.
Well said, my brother. Everyone, thank you guys so much again for joining Atlas Brew number 140, where we went over the UE5 game. Like I said before, if you guys haven't already, get yourself a key. It's in the Game Access Key channel. You just have to type /key, and then you'll get yourself a key. Put that into the Epic Game Store, and then you can get access to playing this and testing it out. If you have any feedback, we do have a feedback channel. Make sure you put your bugs and feedback there. We are going to be polishing this update before we kind of start grinding on the big parts of 2025. So make sure you get your feedback in if you want to get it in early. But yeah, thank you guys again for joining Atlas Brew number 140. Have a good rest of your week. And that's it. That's all I got. Ciao.
See everyone. Bye.